Hi guys, this is Richard from the Stable Center, and today I'll be covering XRP. Full disclosure, I do own XRP, but nothing I say in this video is financial advice. In today's video, we'll start off with some more stablecoin supercycle news as the states of Wyoming and Japan have both issued their first stablecoins, and then we will cover XRP being in its final stages of an accumulation before the next parabolic move to the upside. Okay, so breaking news out of Wyoming, the state just launched the first ever U.S. state issued stablecoin, calling it the Frontier Stable Token FRNT. Think of it like digital cash on the blockchain, but fully backed by US dollars and short term treasuries with an extra insurance like buffer to keep it safe and stable. What makes this a big deal is that FRNT will run on 7 different blockchains, including Ethereum, Solana, and Avalanche, so it can move anywhere the crypto economy goes. On top of that, users will be able to spend it in the real world through a Visa-linked RAIN card, making it one of the first stablecoins designed to bridge blockchain payments and everyday purchases. Wyoming is basically trying to show the rest of the United States on how cryptocurrency and traditional finance can work together. Okay, so let's start the XRP analysis off with some risk and regression analysis. If you take a look at the right-hand side of your screen, you can see various risk levels. The colder colors, like blue and green, represent times of low risk, which are the best times to purchase XRP, and the warmer colors, like yellow, orange, and red, represent times of high risk, which are the best times to sell XRP. Currently, XRP is printing a blue risk level of 0.16, meaning buying XRP today is considered low risk, not financial advice. As you can see on screen, the 2 previous bull market tops for XRP ended with XRP printing an orange or red risk level. If we go back to April of 2021, back when the price of XRP was trading at $1.84, XRP printed a red risk level of 1, which was the perfect opportunity to sell. Furthermore, if we go back to January of 2018, when XRP was trading at $3.38, XRP was printing an orange risk level of 0.86, which was once again the perfect opportunity to sell XRP. So let's take things one step further by adding the regression lines. So regression is basically just a fancy word used by mathematicians to say lines of best fit. As you can see, the best times to purchase XRP is when the price of XRP is trading near or under the green bottom regression line, indicating that XRP is undervalued. Vice versa is true as well. The best times to sell XRP is when the price of XRP is trading near or above the red top regression line, indicating that XRP is overvalued. Currently, XRP is trading right near the green bottom regression line, which indicates that XRP is potentially undervalued. So let's tie both risk and regression analysis together. So the fact that XRP is printing a blue low risk level right now near the green bottom regression line suggests to me and gives me confidence in saying that buying XRP today is low risk, not financial advice. Now, as you can see, the 2 previous bull markets for XRP all topped out when XRP was trading above the red peak regression line. If the cryptocurrency market tops out in a few months, like every other market cycle, we are potentially looking at a $20 XRP for the bull market top. Also, quick disclaimer, all mathematical models are based off of historical price data, and historical price data cannot be used solely to predict future price action. Okay, so moving on to the next piece of stablecoin supercycle news, Japan is making waves in the digital finance world with the launch of its first yen-pegged stablecoin, JPYC, developed by Tokyo-based startup JPYC Incorporated. It is also improved, or rather, I should say, approved under Japan's Payment Services Act. Set to debut in the fall of 2025, JPYC is backed one-to-one by Japanese yen reserves, including bank deposits and government bonds, and will operate on public blockchains like Ethereum and Polygon. Unlike traditional cryptocurrency assets, JPYC is classified as an electronic payment instrument, offering free fee redemption and full transparency. This move could definitely reshape Japan's bond market, attract institutional investors, and position the country as a global leader in regulated digital currencies, especially as the United States and Europe also roll out stablecoin frameworks. With potential use cases ranging from cross border payments to decentralized finance and retail transactions, JPYC marks a major step forward in Japan's digital economy. Okay, so let's move over to TradingView and start the accumulation analysis. XRP is trading in the last stages of Wyckoff reaccumulation. Last time I made an XRP video, XRP was in the process of forming an SOS, which stands for sign of strength, as XRP started breaking above into the Wyckoff resistance levels that span between $2.90 to $3.40. Since then, XRP has made a new all-time high, but has since pulled back. Currently, XRP is trying to form an LPS, which stands for last point of supply. A last point of supply occurs when market makers absorb whatever supply is left on the market before the eventual breakout to the upside. For example, if we go back to June of this year, back when XRP formed its first LPS, last point of supply, XRP bottomed inside our blue Fibonacci retracement support area between the 0.618 and 0.786 Fibonacci retracement levels. If you remember from previous videos, those same blue Fibonacci retracement levels also marked the bottom for both LPSs for the Chainlink chart. The current blue Fibonacci retracement support area for this second LPS spanned between the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement and the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement at $2.44 to $2.85. We can also take a 3-point trend-based fib extension to determine the termination point of this correction. A 1-to-1 extension places XRP at around $2.52 per XRP, which is relatively close to the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement at $2.44. Regardless, price doesn't have to get to $2.50. Honestly, so long as this blue Fibonacci retracement support area between $2.44 and $2.85 holds as support, I fully expect XRP to continue its parabolic ascent to new all-time highs. Okay, so let's actually move into some indicators, starting with Market Cipher B. Now, I would be remiss if I did not show you guys a potential long-term bearish signal on XRP that could suggest the bull market top is already in for XRP. Brief overview of this indicator: the blue waves are the momentum waves, and the red and green waves are the money flow waves. The positive news on the long-term chart for this indicator is that we can see money flow, the red wave, is making higher highs and higher lows and about to flip green, which is bullish for the long term for XRP. That being said, if we take a look at the momentum waves, the bull market top for XRP has always occurred when there are two red dots printed on the blue momentum wave. I'm drawing them right now for the 2017 and 2021 bull market. The red dots on the momentum waves are essentially sell signals. If XRP does not rally soon and continues to correct to the downside, XRP will print that dreaded second red dot sell signal. So this is really essentially crunch time now for XRP to rally. So in conclusion, we do have conflicting signals on Market Cipher B. The money flow wave making higher highs and higher lows and about to flip green is definitely bullish, but the current construction of the blue momentum wave doesn't really look too bullish. As for what I am personally doing with my XRP bag, I am not doing anything. I am not buying. I am not selling. XRP still remains my second largest altcoin position behind Chainlink. I know both the XRP and Chainlink communities seem to dislike one another, but honestly, I'm in this for the money, not the technology, and definitely not for the communities. All right, so let's close this video out by taking a look at the XRP against Bitcoin valuation. So this chart is basically just illustrating XRP's valuation against Bitcoin. Now, most altcoin charts have completely bearish and god-awful Bitcoin charts. XRP and Chainlink actually have some of the best altcoin compared to Bitcoin charts. So let me just dive deep really quickly. So the XRP against Bitcoin valuation has formed a long-term double bottom at the white 1.618 to 1.786 trend-based fib extensions. The first bull market price target for the XRP against Bitcoin valuation is at the 1.618 to 1.786 blue Fibonacci retracement levels, and the second bull market price target for the XRP against Bitcoin valuation is at the 2.272 to 2.414 blue Fibonacci retracement levels. Unfortunately, these levels are such small numbers that it's just not worth my time to say them out loud. Now, zooming in, we can see some potential bearishness for the XRP against Bitcoin valuation, perhaps roughly a 10% drop down to the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement and 1-to-1 trend-based fib extension. Doesn't matter. All you need to know is that the XRP against Bitcoin valuation looks very bullish for the long term. Like I said before, actually, both Chainlink and XRP look fantastic against Bitcoin, to be completely honest with you, which is why Chainlink and XRP remain my largest altcoin positions, respectively. All right, that's all I got for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.